You know you never seen a podcast this good for this long.
Been a little break. We call this like season 2.
Season 2?
You feel me? Been a little break.
Yeah, season 2. What
Yeah.
more can we say?
Really?
The podcast where we talk to the culture talks back. I go by the name of Radio God Stu. To my left, I got...
Amani Villa.
I'm Jalen. What's going on, y'all?
Hi, I'm Jalen.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, let's start this thing off with some sad news. Go ahead and cue the violins. Cue the sad music. Dear Lord, we come to you today asking you for forgiveness.
Should we bow our heads?
Asking you for some sympathy. There's going to be a lot of people that can't travel the way that they used to travel because the yellow highlighter in the sky has gone on to greener pastures.
Wow.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
You stupid.
R.I.P.
Spirit Airlines has officially become a spirit.
Yeah.
Aw, that's so deep.
That's a
It's
doozy.
so sad.
That's a doozy.
Yeah.
I was not a big Spirit nigga myself,
Yeah.
but if there's a flight like 3 hours or less, I'm
Not doing
on
it.
it for
3
sure.
Not
hours
doing
is-
it.
is
Not
3
doing
hours.
it.
3 hours or less, I
I
could
rode
do
Spirit
it.
one time
Nah.
and I never did it again. The seats feel like cardboard. I don't know how y'all
Damn.
do that.
It was that bad?
It was horrible. I had it one time. I thought I was gonna die.
Bro, people go in on like Spirit
I'm so
and
serious,
Frontier
though.
for being the cheaper airlines. Listen,
Frontier's better than Spirit to me though.
I mean, I haven't flown Spirit. I've flown
seats don't feel like
Frontier more than
cardboard.
Spirit, but if you got a short flight, I feel like you could do a Spirit
Yeah.
flight or a
No.
Frontier flight.
You could brave it.
could.
Frontier.
You could brave it. I ain't even gonna cap.
The layovers
man.
are horrible. The seats feel like you about to I don't know. Like
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go out, at least go out on Delta. Not on no Spirit.
Now that's a fact. If I'm going anywhere far though, I for sure got to fly.
I meant go
Hour
all
and a
the way.
half
I meant like die.
tops. An hour and a half tops is my limit on Spirit or Frontier.
Damn.
I
where
rode
you
it one
flying
time.
an hour
I
and a
can't do
half?
Spirit, yo. I can't do Spirit.
I fly to like Raleigh. I'll fly to Miami. One time I had to fly to Cleveland on Spirit round trip.
Well, Cleveland,
And
they
I ain't even
deserve
gonna cap.
a Spirit flight.
I ain't even
Oh,
gonna cap.
shit, not you
My
shitting on
whole
Cleveland.
flight,
That was kind of rude.
my whole ticket was $36 round trip.
Yeah, 'cause you sitting on cardboard.
I couldn't beat it. It was cool. It
That's
wasn't that
facts.
bad.
You sitting on
You know what
cardboard.
I'm saying?
Nah.
The taxes was more than the actual fare for the flight.
And that's where they get you. Like they'll list the prices of being like, oh yeah, you could just fly a round trip for like $72, and then it's like, but they're gonna charge you for the seats, the bags, the air inside the plane,
The
the ice
cardboard
cubes
seat.
inside the water. Like
they
it's like,
charge you to print your boarding pass.
damn.
You
Well,
can't even print. You can't even print a boarding pass.
Well,
You
hold
had to
on.
pay for
Who's
a printed
printing a
boarding
Well, y'all
pass
should ride
today?
Delta and it won't be that ghetto.
But who's printing boarding passes today though? Y'all download
Some
them shits
people
to the
aren't
wall, right?
technologically savvy.
Well,
they don't got the
sometimes
app
if
on
you
their
walk
phone.
to the front, they do printing for you.
I know, but I'm saying like most times
who's
when I'm
just doing
flying,
that?
I'm already checking in on
That's
my
like
phone.
printing out maps, right?
Oh man, yeah,
MapQuest.
that would be crazy. I wouldn't even know.
I remember reading that with mom. Oh my god. Anyway, though.
Yeah,
but
man.
I think
Unfortunately, a lot of people, they looked to Spirit, for their traveling needs.
well, time to get the bag up, baby. Well,
Nah,
no, you still got
facts.
Frontier. They still got Frontier. Frontier is good. It's all right.
Like I
I ride
said.
Frontier more than I do. Well, I
That 2 and under you in a good window. Other
Frontier
than
isn't
that, you
bad.
niggas got you niggas do got to get serious about getting your money
No,
up and not
facts,
your
though.
funny up and just start getting on them deltas.
But
back
no,
and
listen,
forth.
I know millionaires that literally ride like they ride Frontier.
budget,
Like
they're
they
budget
do
friendly.
not.
They're budget friendly.
Yeah,
Oh my
smart
like
with
they
their
don't play. I'm like, you riding Frontier to Canada? What?
Not on
Yeah,
the regular
it's a quick
though.
flight.
Well,
I mean,
no,
they could afford it, but they prefer to do Frontier because it's
I'll say
not
this.
not going to Thailand. So
I'll
they're
say
like, why?
this though. I hope that this shit. Have y'all been flying recently? Because I got to
Yes.
get ready to go to a wedding next weekend. And how's the airport been looking for y'all?
It's been cool. I've had no issues.
You remember like it was like a month ago. You was seeing
Yeah.
those viral videos of
man.
Hartsfield
yeah.
being all up and down.
I seen a
the
FaceTime
sidewalk,
and I
bro.
was like, "Yo, look at the lines." I was
When
like,
that shutdown, it was real. I had
Okay,
to
so
wait.
everything is back cool now?
Even with TSA pre-check and all the preliminary shit,
I was
still was
scared.
waiting. I was still waiting an hour.
Damn. But now it's been smooth
But now
now.
it's cool. It's back. It's pretty
Oh,
much.
okay.
back
I was
to
getting
normal now.
nervous.
"Is ICE still there though?"
No, I didn't see any ICE agents there
That would have been
since
so
the shutdown.
crazy.
Since they ended the shutdown, the partial
Yeah.
shutdown. So,
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That raw Spirit. Of course, we're gonna welcome you with open arms to Delta. Just make sure that you come correct.
Yeah.
Don't bring the ghetto shit to Delta. Leave that
Please,
shit
scrapping
over.
in the lobby
What
and all
can
types
they
of
even
goofy
ride
shit.
Delta?
Here we go.
Yeah, you
What?
can ride Delta, man.
But
No, I'm
anyways,
saying sometimes they can't afford Delta. That they would have rode Delta. I feel like y'all was not riding Spirit if you could afford Delta.
yes, you
Yeah,
are.
you would.
Well, I did just say that. But you know what I'm talking about though. I'm talking about the people that really like cannot ride
Nah,
Delta.
I mean, I'm saying like even me, I could get a Delta flight, but to Stu's point, if I'm going somewhere short, it just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Y'all, I cannot ride Spirit. I feel like I was gonna die every time.
You be
They had
so
0 fatalities. They are like one of the only airlines that have never had a fatality. So
She's so
And that
they were
scares me
pretty
even
safe.
more.
she's so dramatic.
I feel like that would be the one flight that it happens.
But you want to know what else is dramatic? Dun,
What
dun, dun, dun,
else?
dun. Hey, listen, man. Shout out to Michael, man. That movie, we was waiting on it
The
for a very long
MJ.
time. That Michael movie finally came out. How many times have you seen it?
I've seen it numerous times. I'm not even gonna lie.
Keep it a
you
just go
serious?
ahead.
I've seen it numerous
Put a
times.
number on it.
Probably like 4.
Ooh, that boy keeping themselves
But
up. I saw it twice.
I saw it once voluntarily. The other time, the people that I went with to the movie,
Had never
they
seen
kept playing it and playing it and playing it over. I don't know where they found the bootleg version of it. They were playing it at the house, at the get together.
Not
Yeah.
the bootleg
I
version.
swear they was playing it over and over and over. And they know who they are.
That's
I know who y'all
hilarious.
are.
Y'all
was
need to
watching.
stop.
Hey, look.
It's
it was funny 'cause,
2026,
like,
y'all.
I was out in the streets and then I was with my people and they were like, "Yo, I bet you when we get back to the house, they're watching the Michael movie." We get back, Michael movie right on the TV.
Dog, listen. My expectations for this going into it were I almost started to kind of feel like I might have let myself down a little bit just because it's Michael Jackson. His life is so vast. And again, even when you're talking about just the Jackson 5 alone, before he even gets to Off the Wall, it's so much stuff that went on. And so,
Sorry.
thank you. So what I was trying to say, but to me, like I just kind of felt like, without spoiling it, some of my issues with it before I start crowning it, where it did feel like it did kind of do a little bit of a highlight reel to some extent, where you kind of feel like you're jumping from moment to moment. And I saw a lot of people criticizing the story. I wasn't really going into it expecting like this just elaborate layout of his life, because you would get that in like the Jackson 5, the American Dream joint from like the 90s. This was a little bit more focused on like, you know, him as a human and kind of really painting that picture. And I kind of believe it's with the anticipation of part 2 being a little bit more focusing on him as an artist, the trials and tribulations he went through the 90s, 2000s, so on and so forth. So, but I'll say this, just kind of wrapping it up. I give it like a solid 8 out of 10. I give it a solid 8
That's
out of 10.
generous.
Oh, what? Oh, hold
That's
on.
generous.
Talk to me. Please. The floor is yours.
I give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7. I think
You just made it
I
sound
think
like
the
I feel like
acting-
it'll be a 7 too, though.
But he's
think
making it
seven.
sound like it's like a way step down. Like
It's
that's
not
generous.
bad, but I feel like it's gonna be a 7 too, though.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, as far as the acting, phenomenal.
Jafar did his thing.
Jafar did his thing. Coleman Domingo did his thing.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like they got the background dancers and everybody. They got all of that
Yeah.
right to the
Yeah.
T.
Of
Bill,
course,
they got
yeah.
Bill right. You know what I'm saying? So like as far as the optics of it, super dope. My issue was when it just became a Michael Jackson versus Joe Jackson.
All right, don't
premise.
spill it though.
You know, it to me that just it became too much of them villainizing Joe Jackson, and I didn't, you know, too much appreciate that part of it. Was Joe Jackson a perfect father? Maybe not, but who's to say like if he wasn't how he was, his whole entire family wouldn't be as successful as they are.
It's an interesting discussion because I was talking earlier with the guys behind the camera about, like, you know, I was watching the Tiger Woods documentary recently as well. And I remember him kind of narrating throughout his life about how his dad was super on his ass and like pretty much from the age of 3, didn't let him have a social life and was just golf, all with the intention of becoming one of the greatest golfers of all time, which turned out to be the case.
Right.
But it does make you wonder sometimes, like, is it necessary to push you that hard?
Yes, it
in
is.
order to be great.
Yes.
But there's plenty of people that are great that have not had to go through those
Well,
trials
some
and
people have it
tribulations.
naturally in their bloodline, naturally in their, you know, in their mannerisms. Some people are just born with that. Some people have to work hard for it. I believe that everybody has their path, but I do think you need hard work. My cousin made it to NFL. You know why? His father was a professional boxer. He's been playing football since he was like 4 or 5 years old. Like, it's crazy watching my cousin, like, game after game after game after game after game. He got better every year, and then he made it to NFL. Like, people don't make it that far.
But
So
you
it was
can be
crazy to watch that.
disciplined. To me, you can be disciplined without being abused. And that, to me, is where the thin line was. Like,
Well, it's going to be a little abuse here and there. It's gonna
Michael
happen.
had laid it out clearly that there would be times where, and he said this in real life, like, Joe Jackson would walk in the room and the nigga would get physically ill. Like, he was so scared of the nigga.
'Cause he was
come home.
intuitive.
He would come home after a show, didn't sing the right note, getting his ass beat and thrown in the basement, not being allowed to eat for a night. That
Yeah,
type
it's
of
kinda
shit.
OD.
So
Yeah.
to me, I do think that there's a level of discipline that's required to be great, but I don't
Yeah.
think it has to be that method, because I think when you look at the tragic end to his life, a lot of it you can trace back to that beginning where he felt like he didn't have the support of, I mean, he had his mom, obviously, but he didn't have the support of his father, and he did kind of feel isolated in certain instances from his brothers.
That's kind of where I gotta stop you. When you look at the tragic end of his life, everything that happened to Michael was shit that Joe Jackson was trying to save him from in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? He wanted his family to be tight-knit. He didn't want his family to have to go outside of their family for anything. That's why you see them all performing together, practicing together, playing together. They really didn't have like outside friends or nothing like that because he just wanted it to be in the family. Now, when people started coming into their lives, separating them, you know what I'm saying? Him getting new management, him doing this, him going over here. Now he's separated from his family. And even when Mike was going through, you know, his legal issues or whatever, his daddy was still showing up to court with him all the time. So
and also asking for $500,000 in the process.
I mean,
money. If I had my kid is born Michael Jackson, I better get a cut.
But here's the thing, though, and this to me is where the difference is. With his mom, even after his passing, she's been taken well care of. The kids are taken well care of. So to me, it was never a question of whether Michael's heart was going to be big enough to give money to his family. That was just a thing. He was doing that for Elizabeth Taylor when he was buying her cars and going halfway across the world to get her stuff. I'm just saying, you don't have to go about literally beating a nigga down to a pulp just to try to build him up into
what. Why he got to beat to a pulp?
I mean, that's how he described it. But you don't have to do that to build somebody up.
Discipline and shit.
Discipline is in different ways.
That was a different day.
Yeah,
and time.
different time.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not rocking.
He raised those kids the best way that he knew how.
Yeah.
And have you ever been to Gary, Indiana? Do you know anybody from Gary, Indiana?
No.
I know Indiana's hood.
And they tell me how fucked up of a place Gary,
Indiana's hood is hell.
You know what I'm saying? So if he wasn't the disciplinarian father, dictator father that he was,
they probably wouldn't have made it out.
They probably just become products of their environment of fucking Gary, Indiana.
Or a local talent.
If that's what y'all believe.
They didn't have, none of them niggas got criminal records. None of them niggas is like super on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all successful in their own right.
Fucking Jackson
so
family.
it's like, it's like you can criticize his parenting, but I feel like every ass whooping that he gave him, nigga helped them not get whooped by the mototherfucking system.
Oh, hell no. I'm not going for that
Even
at all.
though he was still caught up in a conspiracy, you know how I am right this at, but I'm just saying.
Like I said, there's plenty of great people that have gone, that have
Michael
reached
Jackson was
great
murdered.
heights, that have not had to go through that abuse that I mean, granted, there's trials and tribulations for everybody. Yeah. But the level of abuse that he was subjected to, I don't think that's necessary in order to be great. I do agree that Joe Jackson had an eye for talent separate from that, and that was helpful in cultivating what the Jackson 5 ultimately became. But I also believe Michael Jackson to me was just gonna be that nigga regardless. I don't think
you don't know that.
You could be that person,
You
but
can
not
say
have
that.
made
You
it
don't
that
know
far.
You can say
know
that.
that.
I'm just telling you my perspective. Michael Jackson was gonna be that nigga regardless.
But-
the nigga was
but
the
would
nigga
he-
was gifted by God with
Would he have made
a
it that
ton
far?
of talent.
A lot of us are here is gifted as hell and has not made it because they don't got the goddamn discipline to get your ass up and get shit done.
Yes and no.
Yes.
No.
So,
But I don't have
in
to
that
get my
case,
ass whooped to be great. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe because your ass
Maybe that's
whooped,
you.
you probably would have made it over. You know what I'm
There's
saying?
plenty of niggas that are
Maybe
great
that's
that
you.
haven't had to get their ass whipped all up and down
Right,
the
that
street.
was
That's
their
their
past.
circumstance.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
situation.
so that's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna, but I'm not gonna sit here.
One size fit all.
I'm not gonna sit here and cape for
Right.
Joe Jackson. That's just me personally.
I ain't
Fuck
gonna
that.
villainize and demonize.
I can't
Joe
villainize
Jackson
him either, man. I think
He was
do, yeah.
beating them kids black and blue, nigga. Fuck you.
Hey,
I got
hell,
whooped too. Shoot.
Better him do it
You
than
wasn't
somebody else
getting beat
do
like that. You was getting beat like that. I mean, is that the episode we about to get into? Y'all just let
Well,
me
we
know.
ain't gonna have defects
we
called
can get
on
serious.
anybody's parents this episode.
We could get on the therapy
Defect, I am
couch.
grown. But I can't say that I needed discipline as a kid. I was definitely one of those kids that if I was not disciplined, I would be pregnant with twins right now, probably 10 baby days. I would have been
Jesus
out
Christ.
there. Yes, I was disciplined. But I am grateful, honestly, for every single time I've been disciplined. I needed it. I was one of those kids.
I've been disciplined
I
as
was
well,
very
and I
talented,
still
but
came from a
needed
plenty of a
discipline.
loving environment. I mean, teach his own.
Sometimes you need a little bit more than that.
We re-legislated Michael's past, though. Let's get back to the movie real quick. What did you like about the movie?
Oh, like I said, I like the acting. I think they did an amazing job acting. I think
Yeah,
they
he said
did
that.
an amazing job. Jafar did an amazing job. Like it was points in that movie where you just thought he was Michael.
Deadass.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Shout out to them for
Yeah, he
that.
looked
I'm,
really
I'm
good.
looking forward to, them possibly doing a part 2.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, you can get all the other siblings a part of it.
Please, that's my one spoiler real quick. Can we get some love
thanks,
for the
guys.
Jacksons, please?
All right, next
Please.
topic.
Yeah.
Tito, Jermaine, Jackie, Randy,
Marlon.
Now I'm not that. Now I don't really want to watch it.
Don't
Anyway,
don't
that's
say
enough.
Don't
That's
say
enough.
it. Don't say it.
Now
Where
I'm
was
already
she?
turned off from
Where
watching
was she?
it.
Where was she?
Where was Reby?
Hey.
I'm just saying that one put LaToya in that joint. So
All right, y'all. Next topic.
I would like that, but shout out to the Michael movie. Very good. If y'all get a chance
Now
to
I
go
don't
see
wanna
it.
see it.
And my last thing too, while we've been talking about Black Hollywood a lot, and I know Ryan Coogler is like the nigga right now for being directors and the lead of Black cinema. Shout out to Antoine Fuqua for putting his name back in that. He's been doing it for a long time.
Training Day.
He really did his thing with this movie, so I hope this reasserts him back into that conversation. I just want to put
Absolutely. Make sure y'all go check out the Michael movie.
Now, speaking of niggas that have been compared to Michael, a little silly in my opinion, we got this Usher and Chris Brown.
That's not silly.
Well,
Comparing Chris Brown is not silly.
Very silly.
That's not silly. He's not Mike Dub, but who else is doing it?
Let's try to keep this brief, but let me ask you this real quick.
Outta here.
You dead ass think that Chris Brown is comparable to Michael Jackson?
I think that he is the closest right
Still
now.
Mm-hmm.
light years away.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, then that means everybody else is goddamn in hell.
Nobody's in the same universe as Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not particularly close.
Listen, people are passing out in movie theaters.
I feel like he's the closest. Remember Chris Brown said that like they had.
I don't care what he
they had
said.
a
I'm asking
conversation.
you. You really believe that? You really believe that?
Did I not just say that about 3 times?
Do you how many classic albums do you think Chris Brown has on a guess in your opinion?
A classic album in this day and age.
I'm not
is
trying to
actually
trick you.
kind
I'm
of
asking you
crazy
for
to
real.
say that.
Yeah, I'm asking you like how many do you think? I'm not trying to give you.
Well,
a
his
gotcha
first
question.
album is definitely a classic, like hands down.
Okay.
I think his first 3 albums actually were amazing.
Okay.
Now, of course, as you go past, when you now it's like into like when streaming became a thing in music, I feel like the whole classic album kind of went away.
That's fair.
So you can't really do that to Chris Brown because he's in a different era of music. So you can't really go off a classic album. We have to go off visuals, dancing, acrobats, the design of his crew. One of my homies is for Chris Brown. I get to I watch behind the scenes.
Oh, I see.
Shit
what
is
we
fire.
doing here. Okay, I got
So
you.
visually, performance-wise, who else is doing that? We had Usher. Okay, cool, but I don't even think Usher is that close to Michael Jackson compared to Chris Brown. I don't.
Okay. I would agree with
As
Stu
a
personally.
dancer?
I think that Chris Brown is talented in his own right. Shout out to bro. I just don't think it's close with him and Michael Jackson, personally.
I don't think anybody would ever be Michael Jackson.
I'm saying I don't think they're in the same stratosphere. That's just
Because
me.
nobody's passing out.
That's not it. But all that aside, did you listen to the new Chris Brown single with Leon Thomas that he
I
gave her
did.
promote the tour for? Did you like the single?
Yes, the sinners type of thing.
You liked it?
I did like it, actually.
Okay. I didn't like it personally. It felt a little cheap.
I wouldn't play it all day, every day. I wouldn't like, play the song again. Like, you know? But I like it.
I like Chris Brown, but I will say I do think that it was a cheap. It was kind of cheap in a sense to me, only because it's like featuring Leon Thomas. I wanted them to do something a little bit more different, and it felt like Chris Brown almost brought Leon Thomas in to get people to be more accepting of that traditional sound that Leon Thomas really is known for and Chris Brown has occasionally done.
I think they were just trying to be creative together.
You thought it was creative?
I think it's, they're trying to I think it was more of a Leon Thomas sound, and Chris Brown is like, he's interested. Leon Thomas is kind of like, he's coming up. Well, he's been up, but I'm just saying, like, he's becoming global. And I feel like Chris, of course, if you're going to feature a Chris Brown on it, it's going to blow up. But I think that they're also kind of like rebranding Chris Brown too, in a way. For me, it was like a rebranding type of sound to me.
I see people hopeful with the new album getting ready to come out, Brown, that they're hoping it's supposed to be a little bit more substance to it, a little bit more concise to the point that you were making about his earlier albums.
Yeah, I'm a huge early on Chris Brown fan, but I'm also a huge early Rihanna, early Beyonce, early. I like their early takes. I really don't like how it's been watered down, but it happens a lot to a lot of artists. After a while, they can't keep up the same exact sound. It gets boring. It gets takes. I mean, Drake too. I missed them all in the beginning.
I would like Chris to get to something more concise because, to your point, I do think he has gotten into the space where he's just going pretty. Like his albums feel like playlists. There's no real focus to it or direction.
It's dance music.
Yeah,
fun
you can
music,
just press shuffle on any of them and then just go from there. Right. Yeah. So
yeah,
I would like him. While I didn't love the single, I at least can appreciate that he's trying something a little bit different. I guess. I just don't. I just would like him to do something that I feel like is a little bit more authentic to him. Instead of, to your point, bringing somebody on with a similar sound and then kind of bringing them onto the beat. It just doesn't feel like.
Is he able to though? I don't feel like he has control over that.
Over what?
Like his sound. I feel like they have like puppets. They're like little puppets.
All right. Anyways, what do you think about?
Does he truly have control over that? I don't think so.
What do you think about the tour getting ready to come up? Because you,
no, I'm going. I'm definitely gonna go. But I mean, like, it's gonna. I already went to the Chris Brown concert.
Have you seen Usher before?
Usher came out for Chris Brown.
Well, I'm saying, have you ever seen Usher by himself?
Oh, no.
Okay. What about you?
I've seen both of them. I'm looking forward to the Raymond and Brown tour. You know why? Because I feel like I'm gonna find my wife at that concert.
Oh my God!
I know you're gonna say that.
If you don't go with your girl, go because you're gonna find your girl at that goddamn concert. Because I swear to God, they got 4 shows in Atlanta.
It's gonna be number women there. I'm telling you.
It's gonna be thick. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of booches in that motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
Definitely going.
There's
to
gonna be a lot of
for
women there
my
for
wife,
sure.
baby. If you're there.
I wouldn't mind going to the concert, but I'm just not ready to pay an arm and a leg for the tickets. I don't know if I'm ready to do it.
I don't think the ticket price is gonna be that bad for it.
I'm definitely gonna be for
the
a seat,
resales now. You paying? I feel nosebleeds. You at least $3 bills.
I'm not doing no nosebleed shit. Ooh,
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. But I'm saying nosebleeds. You at least $3 bills. So the further down you go, you paying at least.
I'm foreseeing it.
You at least a bill, or you're going at least $1,000 for.
I'm going for seats. I can't do no nosebleeds.
I feel like it'll be worth it if you paying $1,000 ticket.
I ain't doing no nosebleeds. I can't do nosebleeds.
$1,000 for a ticket.
I mean, honestly, these are two of the most talented, gifted, talented
right
artists
now, besides
that
Beyonce.
we have in R&B music. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we'll look back later on in life and be like, yeah,
I'm happy I went to
I'm
that.
happy I went to that shit. I did that shit. When the Chris Brown biopic comes out, you know what I'm saying? Later on in life, you're gonna be like, oh shit, I was at that. Cause like everybody that went to go see the Michael movie,
I wish I was there. Oh my God.
When they were doing the victory tour shit, everybody's like, oh, I remember I went to the show in 1984. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like it became a moment of reminiscing for a lot of people. So I definitely think that this is gonna be one of those tours that definitely goes down in history. Probably gonna be the biggest tour that.
Thus far, I know for sure. I'm happy I went to the last Chris Brown concert. It was absolutely amazing.
What was your favorite part about it?
It was phenomenal. Him flying in the air. That shit was crazy. He's at a stadium open, like anything can happen to you, and he's just flying around. Like
I wish
and he was still.
Newsflash: Michael Ben did that.
We know that. That's why he was doing it. That's why Beyonce do it. That's why Chris Brown do it.
Michael did it first.
Right.
I wish entertainment was more accessible though, because even during that Michael time, you could go see Michael then for like $30, $40.
Well, the whole entire economy was different back then.
I understand that, but I'm just saying now it feels like you have to be so like I feel like I used to be more accustomed to a time when I'm like 16, 17, 18 of everything just being a little bit easier to kind of get to, and you didn't necessarily have to be as selective with what you were going to go do. You could kind of say like, oh, okay, I'm just interested in going to do this, and I might just kind of go spend to go do it. Now, the prices of shit is just so high. You really have to pick and choose your places.
The demand for everything has gone up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
my solution is just get your goddamn bag up.
The popularity of the culture of everything, the demand for everything has gone up.
Instead of me complaining about shit,
who else is in high demand?
Who this?
The Iceman.
Oh boy.
Jizzy Drake.
I know Amani is quivering in her little boots.
Here we go.
Waiting for
OVO.
This album to drop. Are you excited, Amani?
I am excited.
Hey, be careful, because
did you go chip the ice?
I got smoked last time we talked about this shit.
That's pretty creative, sir. Side camera.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
What?
Anyway.
So what? You talking about the blocks of ice and stuff?
Talking about that. So.
I mean, yeah. Cool. Congrats.
What? Anyway, so yes, I seen the blocks of ice. Why you said it like that? Did you see the blocks of ice? It's creative.
I'll get to it in a second. Please, the floor is yours.
What the hell?
Go ahead.
It's I think it's a creative rollout. He's spending money on streamers. Like I'm a streamer. I love that. Like hello, Drake is playing the game how you're supposed to play the game, and y'all be so mad about it. Get with the times.
This is a shame.
Oh my God. What is the problem?
Me personally, the rollout.
Y'all be hating Drake for no reason.
First off,
for no reason.
I hate that now Drake is in such a place. Let's just call it what it is. Because Drake got his ass spanked out by Kendrick last summer, now any level of criticism is being labeled as hate. I like Drake.
I've always been
Drake.
like this.
I love Drake's music. I remember when I was listening to So Far Gone, and niggas will call you corny and weird if you was listening to him because he was soft. So I don't want to hear that. I like Drake. I've listened to Drake for a long time. Room for Improvement, Comeback Season, the whole shit. I'm just saying.
Comeback Season, yeah.
Come on now. I'm just saying when it comes to Drake, like This rollout, it's not making me overly excited. And also, when he's sending out his toy soldiers like Maul and Academics,
Not his fucking toy soldiers.
I'm just saying to like tweet these little riddles and shit like that. It just feels like
I think it's funny and it's fun and it's innovative and it's different.
that's fine. It's been built up now to this point, in my opinion, and I've heard this from people as well that said, "Oh, I've heard the album." Everybody's saying that this is supposed to be Drake's most lyrical project yet and one of his best albums getting ready to come out.
Hopefully.
I just feel like when you put all of those pressures on it, considering this, and I know I got killed last time, so I ain't gonna go crazy. But considering the stature that Drake was in last time, with just kind of with the album getting ready to come out and him just being in a different space with not being the most loved by far, I think that it would be better if he just drops the project and stop doing all this weird shit behind it. Just do a regular rollout.
No,
you building
why?
it because you building it up too much, and I'm not sure. And I would love to eat my words. Let me be clear. I would love to come back in here in 2 weeks and say I was dead wrong. I just don't think that right now Drake is in that space to give us that level of a project, and he's building it up to something he can't deliver.
Well, you better, if it ain't that good, you better market the hell out of it and make it sell. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what marketing is for.
That's cute, and that's all well and good, but I'm just talking about the content of the music. I don't think it's going to live up to the expectations.
If it's not that good, you better, he's doing a good job of covering it
You
up.
gonna say
And that's
it's
the
good
point.
regardless.
No, I'm saying marketing is supposed to, some shit is really, really bad, but the marketing, like, for example, Fashion Nova, the freaking material, oh, by the way, it's from Fashion Nova. But the
They did
material
not cut you that
sometimes,
check to do that shout out. Continue. Hell
that
no.
was really for New York, though.
Go ahead.
That was for New York.
Please.
You're right, though. Pay me. But the point is that sometimes the material is very, polyester. It's not cotton. It's not linen. It's not the fabric that's supposed to be good for your body. Mm-hmm. But the marketing is genius. So guess what? They're still going to buy it.
I think that he's doing some different things that are creative and a lot, like, very specific to Toronto. So I think he's getting a lot of the city's energy. I just personally feel, somebody who lives way down in Georgia and just looking at the stuff online, it's just not resonating with me the way I think he's intending it to. Now, that's just me personally. You said you like it, so I respect that.
I think it's creative.
I just don't think he's going really outside of the box. He's just kind of leeching on to different movements.
But he's also fucking isn't he a billionaire now? Like, I would, but probably, I don't know what I would. I think at that point of success is like, what else are you gonna do? Honestly, what else you gonna do?
Continue to evolve and make great music. Stop making music for teeny boppers. How about that? Let's start there. Niggas still making music for niggas in high school. I'm just saying. I would like this album.
What would you want the perfect Drake song to talk about? What do you want him to talk about? What's the perfect Drake song to you as a whole?
Drake to me has gone through a lot of things. He's a dad now. Mm-hmm. He's gone through a lot of relationships. He's a businessman now. He's getting, what is he? Is he 40 now? There's just a natural evolution of his life that you would expect to kind of be narrated on the tracks. So what do you want him to
talk about?
I just told you.
He already made tracks about that.
Keep going, nigga. You ain't getting younger. You ain't got to keep making music for teenagers.
I think you're supposed to continue to be creative. Like the other album, what was it called, y'all? When
Certified Lover Boy? For all the dogs?
No, it was like a house music album.
Honestly, never mind.
Everybody was like, oh my God. I was like, I think that was a genius move.
That album came and went.
It was still genius because it was different. It was new. It's innovative. Y'all be wanting the same, oh my God, I'm so old and I'm rapping, but I'm old. Like, I don't want to hear that.
I'll say this, just kind of putting a bow on it. I do hope he actually drops it. It's supposed to come out May 15th. I hope he actually drops it because Taylor Swift just announced, she just put some mystery timer up.
Goddamn Taylor Swift
and
dropping an album.
You saying that every time Drake gets ready to drop, Taylor Swift she brings out that extra big shoe and starts stepping on everything that nigga got going on.
Maybe it's all planned.
He moves his dates around. Drake and Taylor Swift have like a little, I won't say beef, but they have a little competition.
I think it's planned.
You can say so. I just think that I would hope that Drake doesn't move his album in anticipation of whatever Taylor Swift is trying to crush him with.
If it is, it's a rollout. And it was planned.
You think everything's planned. Anyways, do you think that the Meg Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson breakup is planned?
No, but I don't think they would have lasted long and naturally, no. I don't think that they were supposed to be like getting married. I feel like it was a nice relationship. I don't think it was supposed to be like, oh my God, we're gonna get married together. I didn't think that. I think that she wanted somebody, he wanted somebody, and then, it was some good effing going on, some good cooking going on. But I do think that his family probably wanted they look like a very like a family that wants like a doctor degree to be with their son, not a Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
That's how I feel like.
How about you? What are your thoughts on it, Stu?
Clay's mama said, "Now Clayton,
This nigga said
Clayton.
You see what I'm saying? Yes.
Clayton, you know,
This was fun.
Megan's a good time. Megan's fun, but you know, have you met Sarah
Y'all niggas
Yeah.
is
down the street?
crazy.
Have you met Sarah yet?
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Sarah's wonderful.
She's amazing.
She's amazing. You know,
I think you should be with her instead.
You know, she went to Stanford.
Yeah.
Y'all
Stanford,
niggas is crazy.
And she already has money. Like she's like, she's not with you for that.
Yeah.
And her genetics are amazing.
Do you really think, you know, that you should marry the hot girl summer girl?
Yeah, I don't know about
The hot girl
that.
summer girl.
And like she's still going. Her career, she's
It's
young.
Clay Mama. Clay Mama got in his ass, got in his
I'm
ear
telling you.
about that girl.
Cause the daddy was
And-
like, shit, she could cook, her food good. She probably was like,
She
That's
can't
enough.
bring Megan to the country club.
Hey, shout out to Clay, man. I've read that playbook before, man. And I don't want to say this about Meg Thee Stallion specifically. I'm just saying in general. Man, we all been in the situation where you dealing with a shorty and you can't really get no traction until you do the little fake cuff on her. So you run around for a couple months and y'all hold hands and do the little
All right,
canoodling.
now that's lame.
And then you get back to doing what you do.
I don't
what?
agree. I don't agree with that.
You
I
get
don't
back to
agree
doing
with,
what you do.
I don't agree with
Taylor,
that.
you did that before?
In my past, I have.
I don't agree with that. I definitely
You
don't.
get you go around, you know what I'm saying? You talk to shorty, she's not she
What?
calls herself being healed and she won't do nothing unless she got a boyfriend. So you gonna go fake and be,
You
oh,
fake,
all right, cool.
So
let's
you
just
fake
run
love
around.
to get the pussy. You
I'm
fake
not
love to
doing
get
that.
the pussy.
I'm
That's what
grown
it sounds
now.
like
I'm
you're
grown
doing.
now. I'm not doing that. I'm just
That ain't
saying
playing.
I've read that playbook before.
Yeah.
I've read it. I've seen that script. So shout out to Clay, man. Hey, look, you have to do
This
what you have to
guy.
do, brother.
I just
Hey,
don't
look,
agree with
no
her.
coincidence. The season over. My boy's about to get into that off season and get busy. You feel me? So yeah, shout out
He
to
gonna put up
Broski.
some points on the board, but I just don't agree with how she ran to social media
Yeah.
with it, and like, you know, it was like,
A
oh,
statement to TMZ.
he's cheating and da 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 da. Like, first off, Megan, no disrespect.
Uh oh, here we go.
I don't really believe shit that you really be saying anyway.
About what?
So-
Like her, like not like F dudes. I don't fuck with dudes like that.
This is going back to. I can already presume where this is going
When
back
when,
to.
Yeah.
when females rappers talk
Well, no,
about,
I think he's
F
talking
dudes-
about the going back to Tory.
Yes.
Oh
But
yeah,
when-
no, I don't
when-
believe that either. No, that was definitely conspiracy theory as well.
I'm talking about when she was asked in an interview if she was
did
romantic
not-
with Tori, and she said no.
Yes, they
and
were
clearly
fucking. They were
y'all
definitely fucking,
y'all were
yes.
definitely being romantic. So
Yeah.
if you're gonna lie about that, you know what I'm saying? I don't really too much
That was a hit on Tory for
to
sure.
believe
Tory
shit
definitely
that
got
you
a
be
hit
saying
on that.
like
That
that.
was-
So
I kind of like lost respect after that. I'm not gonna lie, like, cause I didn't like that
yeah,
at all.
own your wholeness.
And he's still in jail. Like, come on, right?
This nigga
own your wholeness.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
literally.
Yeah, I fucked him. Yeah, and what? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to both of them, man. Listen, I'll say this, like honestly, like I don't have nothing against it, either of them niggas. Klay Thompson, go do what you do. Hey, get back to that shooting form, nigga, and Meg Thee Stallion. How about this? No funny shit. Drop a hit anytime soon if you would like to. I'm so tired of talking about lifestyles with everybody. It's awesome that there's an investment in the lifestyle. I would like her. I think she's
She's on
talented.
Broadway right now, though.
She's talented. I would like her to get back into dropping significant music.
She's on
that
Broadway
people
right
care
now.
about.
well,
That's
you know
fine.
who dropped the album?
Who this?
Kehlani.
Oh, look at you, TNT. Look, Zach and Cody. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the Kehlani album?
Why
You know,
can't we Tia Tamara?
I switched it and said Zach and Cody. Continue.
How do you feel about the Kehlani album? We'll let Amani go take the floor on this
Oh well,
one.
honestly, y'all. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to the whole album, but I feel like excuse you, but I do feel like she's freaking Thanos right now, and I cannot wait to freaking listen to it, girl, because the album cover, I don't know what the rollout, the visuals, like I cannot wait. I don't know, I've been busy since she dropped it, but I cannot wait to listen to it. I can't wait to hear y'all reviews too. But I already knew from the features. I said, "Oh, this album's going." There's no way that you cannot have a good album with features like that. But I want her to make an album like that without those features. You know what I'm saying? Can she do it on her own?
I mean, she's done it before when she had she has
I
prior
love Kehlani
projects where
since
she
day
does
one.
where she leans a little bit more on herself, especially like her earlier projects when she was really just kind of coming up or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll say this, I do agree with you. It was so feature heavy. I was kind of nervous that she would have gotten either drowned out
Yeah.
or that everybody wasn't going to bring like their best A game and stuff like that.
But were you
And to
balanced?
my surprise, I thought everybody did their thing. The only record to me that I kind of just didn't love was the Cardi B one, just because not
Is
my
that
vibe.
I Need You?
Huh?
Is that I Need You?
No, that was I Need You was the Brandy record. Pocket.
Okay.
Pocket is the one with Cardi B. It's like towards the album. Not my favorite, but I will say, like, just kind of going through the track list, I love the sequencing of it. I love the way that it sounds. Very like 90s coded kind of. Like
Yeah,
she
it
has
was
a
giving me
very
90s.
you could tell that Kehlani's a student of music just by how she even structures her bridges, the melodies that she chooses to do, when she kind of
I think she has a good team.
Yeah, when she kind of chooses to do like the climaxes on the hooks and so on and so forth. So I think that she has a very good ear for her music, and she's continued to get better by the project. This project was very dope. I played this shit nonstop, honestly.
You know,
So you and
also,
your feelings.
you know,
Yeah, deadass.
when you said that, y'all know, Queen, right? Her
Yes.
girlfriend.
Mhm.
So you know, Queen is from the UK.
That's
but,
the pronunciation of her name. I never knew it was.
KWN?
I never
Yeah,
knew it was Queen.
it's
Okay,
Queen.
yeah.
But she's from the UK. They are UK people are very, 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 very delved into our R&B. They love R&B music.
Glad
so
you said that.
I feel like she was also an influence on her music too, because her music sounds like Queen's music. Queen's music is phenomenal to me.
While you said
But
that,
it sounds like it
I don't
influenced
know.
each
Like
other.
I'm old. You know, I'm old school. So like, I honestly, don't kill me for this. I don't get the Kehlani hype.
oh wow.
I mean, I feel like she
I
makes
mean-
cool, vibey music, but like
Yeah.
I'm from the era of like
Yeah,
real
well,
singers.
Well, she's the only person doing it the way
You know
she's
what I'm
doing it. That's
saying?
why.
So
you know
it's
what I'm
like,
saying?
It's cool. It's cool music to listen to, but like, do I think that it's like groundbreaking, shattering R&B
I think she's
music?
just the only one doing it right now,
Gonna
that's
be
what it
super
is.
timeless, super classic.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's cool
Right,
for
is it
right
a
now.
classic
I do
album?
disagree. I
Then?
do disagree with that though. Like, excuse me. I don't think that she's trying to break ground, but I do think that there are timeless records. Folded is going to go down as one is going to go
Oh, yeah,
down
Folded is definitely gonna go
as one
crazy.
of the best records of this last decade.
And
It's a
and
fact.
Even that record to me, it's it's
Yeah,
catchy
the best
and
of the last
and it's
decade,
TikToky.
though?
It's cool, but I don't
Yes.
think that it's like super.
I see what you're saying,
super
though.
Amazing.
I do
R&B.
see.
That
I do
record
see what
is
you're
great.
saying. Though.
Y'all niggas
no,
is tripping.
it is a great record, but I'm saying it's not like a oh my god, it's a classic.
It ain't no
Oh,
Whitney,
it is.
It ain't
Oh,
no
it- oh,
Whitney
yeah, it
Houston
is.
record or nothing like that.
It's not who?
It ain't no Whitney Houston record or nothing like
I mean,
that.
well, no, obviously not, but they do a different thing. I'm just saying
That's how I feel when you compare Chris Brown to Michael Jackson.
that's not nearly the same.
Yes, I think it's the same type of
I
thing.
would never compare
It's two different
Kehlani.
times. You
I
can't really
would
compare it,
never
but it's
compare.
close.
Kehlani's not our Whitney Houston though, and nobody's ever compared her to that. You compare
But
Chris
he's
Brown.
saying that the type of classic it is, like the energy around the record
disagree.
isn't that deep in.
The album is
that would
great
be.
for what it is. I'll give that shit a solid 8 out of 10. There's really no skips on it. It's a great album. I
I'ma
don't
listen
know
to
what
it.
else you could be looking for from
well,
it, honestly.
Well, will you give a Grammy nomination this year? Do you think she's gonna crack that?
I would love to
Crack
see
that
that. I
Grammy?
think that this right now is probably one of the better R&B. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who else has really dropped this year, like kind of on a big scale. Speaking of the UK thing, shout out to my boy Finn Askew. He dropped the EP recently. He's from London. White Boy Ginger. But his R&B shit going crazy. Not that Jack Harlow bullshit. Bro actually getting busy. So
That
shout out to
Dragon
him.
album was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was weak.
That was crazy.
Yeah. But anyways,
Big congrats are in order.
for who?
Riri.
Oh my god, my girl.
For what?
What you mean for what?
Put me on. I'm saying for what? What happened?
You wanna go ahead?
No, go ahead.
Rihanna, Umbrella, Ella was the first
We ain't
female
got time
artist.
for. Come on now.
Don't listen. Hold on, Jalen.
Doing
Don't be
karaoke.
interrupting. Don't interrupt the way that I introduced Rihanna.
Oh, bro.
Don't be. You starting to get a little feisty over here. Relax over there,
You doing
okay?
karaoke,
Yeah,
dude.
I am gonna do it
Go
now.
ahead.
Now, let me do it again.
Go ahead.
Under my umbrella, Ella, Riri. Shout out for being the first female artist to hit over 200 RIAA certified records, girl. In the history of all female artists. Hasn't dropped an album in 10 years. And her music is still going crazy. Who does that?
Shout out to Riri. 200 million.
200 million,
RIAA
sorry.
Certified.
I was
You know what I'm
excited,
saying?
girl.
That's a lot of goddamn music. That's a lot of records.
That is a lot
that's
of
records
records. That
It
is
is.
crazy.
to sell.
That's crazy.
So definitely shout out to Riri.
God.
Man.
As we
girl.
wrapping this up real quick, I just want to say shout out to Isaiah Rashad. That album is hard, a little bit more downtrodden than I like. Most of the time, I'm used to more southern bangers, but shout out to bro discography, KZ. Lotto and Glow, that single, get it out of here. Don't love that shit.
Hey, yo.
Young
that's
Miami,
what?
get that shit out of here too. I don't love that single, but I do like that we talked about her a couple.
Her being innovative, she's trying new things.
Well, I won't say innovative, but she's at least trying to put her best
Nobody
foot
sounds like
forward
that
with
right now, though.
Trash.
No, I mean, we have trash out there.
Anyways.
But nobody sounds like what she's doing. I'm not saying it's amazing. It's not a classic. It's not phenomenal. But it's a different sound for her compared to what she put out. What she did, the two fingers touching, it is not that.
She make music for girls anyway, so I'm not even gonna go too hard on her. But I just didn't love what I heard from that single. That
Well,
shit was kind of
I can't listen to it regardless, but I do like it better than two fingers touching.
You know who had two fingers touching their toes? Boston Richie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even think we got that much time left.
I mean, long story short is what? Like,
Hey man, that man was doing some freaky things.
Well, it's twofold. First, let me be serious before I start joking. This man was like, to my knowledge, 26 and started a relationship with a girl that was 17. Started beating her black and blue as well, according to her. Started going through a series a series of abuse, so on and so forth. So first, he's a creep for even messing with a 17-year-old at that age.
that sounds like he likes the other side.
Now, drawing the line there with the whole getting strap-ons and all that. Listen.
Strap-ons or strap-ons?
I've never gotten my ass played with like that. So shout out to bro if that's what you into. I think that's crazy. Personally, I see a lot of niggas online talking about it's not gay if a girl does it.
Yeah, nah.
If you got, hey, how much time we got left? Let's just keep it a buck.
If you getting a strap stuck up your behind, y'all, it's over with.
What is there to talk about?
It's over with.
What is there to talk about?
It's over with.
I agree.
I don't want to kink shame though. So listen,
Yeah, I'm not kink shaming.
Shout out to the niggas that's into that.
But because now you're opening yourself up. You know what I'm saying? Now
Literally.
you're open. So now you're going to be okay with that. If it were to happen, you horny. Guys get really horny. Sometimes y'all get
not
so
that
lit.
horny.
I mean, I'm saying guys though. You know, some guys get really horny. And they're just like, oh, shoot.
Now, put a name
I can't
on-
really see you anyway. So let
Nah,
me just
put
get
a
some
name on who
head.
you talking about. Guys don't get that fucked up.
Freaky ass niggas.
Please, hell no. I ain't never got that messed up in my life. Y'all niggas is crazy.
Juju
What do you mean, y'all?
Juju on the Boston Richie train.
Oh, y'all know. Oh, hey, by the way, real quick, while we get ready to wrap this up, do y'all have anything before we get ready to conclude this?
Nah, man, congrats to our boy Juju.
I was just about to say that.
Graduation. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations.
Yeah, that boy about to graduate at this time, you heard?
From ICDC College.
Yeah, this nigga's crazy. This nigga's a nonstop joke.
No, for real.
Well,
Hey, man, what more can we say? The podcast, man, make sure you like, comment,
episode 16, by
subscribe.
the way. Woo,
Yeah.
sweet 16, you heard?
Sweet
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 16. I go by the name Radio God Stu.
Amani Villa.
You killing me with the vocals. Jalen is here. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Do all that. Check out the YouTube and all that good stuff. And we're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.